What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me with Buzzing with Marlowe live. I'll say it again, live. I hope all is well. Happy Friday. Guys, if you are new to the channel, making sure, please, you see these awesome stuff, man. You see all this awesome gear. Make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitch. Also, guys, you can follow us on all our audios, just to name a few: Podbean, Podchaser, Podvine, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Google Music. We are now official on Apple Pod, man. That's been a major thing. We're on TuneIn as well. The list goes on. I just can name only 8 or 9 of them minimum, and I know there's fully 73 audio platforms right now for our podcast. So a round of applause for y'all, guys. We are growing. We are growing. Also, guys, I want a major shout out to everybody in our YouTube channel. We are over 240 subscribers. A round of applause. Yes, sir. 240 subscribers. We're growing. That is what I say every single time. We want to go up. We never want to go down. And every single time, man, I'm going to praise the 1 number, the 2 number, the 3 number. If it's always going up, I'm going to praise it, guys. So thank y'all. I love y'all. And this has been a great journey, great past, man. I'm looking so forward to it. This is season 4, episode 105. Let's go. I'm excited. Also, guys, you see these cool hats? Check us out on our bonfire shop at bonfire/Buzzing with Marlowe. And I got a nice little slide for y'all, just so y'all could check out all the crazy content we have on our bonfire shop. Here you go. Alright, guys, check us out on our bonfire shop /Buzzing with Marlowe and get you some awesome merch like these hats, my tank tops, my long sleeves, our hoodies, our short sleeves, 3/4 sleeves. Guys, we have them for little kids as well. Sizes from small to extra large for the youth. Also, ladies, we have the real nice Razorbacks. I know those have been the most popular ones with the women. Our berry flavor one is the best one, apparently. It's more like that purple, like pinkish purplish look. So everyone loves it. But yeah, guys, check us out on our Bonfire Shop / Buzzing with Marlowe. Type in the promo code BUZZ20 and you get 10% off. I can't preach that no more, guys, because usually a lot of guys that have these bonfire shops, they don't give a lot of promotion sales. I'm giving it all the way. I'm not. I think that's only fair for y'all, because y'all are tuning in, y'all are looking at the products, y'all are doing what you need to do. I mean, y'all are helping me grow, so obviously I'm going to help something as much as I can. But guys, check them out. It's going to be great merch. I wear my hat very often, even though I just got a haircut, but I couldn't find any of my shirts right now, so I gotta rock something of the product, you know? Gotta rock something of it. But guys, today's guest, I'm so excited for. Shout out to all the podcasters out there that support us, show us love every single week. Just to name a few, the 11:30 podcast with Dre on Wheels from the, it's great from him. My commission bro, all my commission brothers, Cyber Yeti, my boy Shiz Blackheart. I mean, all my commission guys from Off the Top Ropes and the 11:30 podcast. Man, I'm so excited. I'm so glad we're back up and running again. It's been long overdue. I know people have been waiting. It's going to be a lot of fun this season. Just on that, we're doing season 2, so look out for that one. Also, guys, shout out to my co-host on Tuesdays from Let's Talk About It, Michelle Williams, where we just talk about the tough questions. I go for a man's aspect, and obviously she goes for a female's aspect, even though she has more of a male's mindset in ways. If that makes any sense to anybody, just check out the episode and you'll see what I mean. But guys, it's always love. It's always a great entertainment altogether. But also, I want to give a major shout out to this particular podcast as well, because there is some very big reason of just this show right here. That's right, guys. I'm talking about the Intimate Conversations with J Lyrik, my good friend J Lyrik. He has a podcast every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch it on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Great conversations. I mean, very in-depth conversations. And like J Lyrik really speaks his mind onto what he believes in these conversations. And guys, I know y'all want to wonder why some of that stuff gets so vague. Well, guess what, guys? You can answer those right here, right now, today. That's right, guys, because my guest today, welcome back, Mr. Still Your Girl, Mr. Smooth, the whitest teeth in R&B, my boy, that's right, guys, J Lyrik. He is back, guys, on the Buzzing With Marlowe podcast. And you know how I promoted it last time we had done this concert on this show. We also promoted the music video that he had sent us out. I won't disappoint you today, guys, because I got a little bit of the sequel, just a little sneak peek video to introduce my guest in from his recent performance in the Intimate Conversations with J Lyrik, guys, in Jacksonville, Florida. It was a great turnout. The crowd was into it. They were singing all of his songs, and you're about to get a nice little preview of it just about right now. So, guys, I'm not going to waste any more time. When we come back, you're going to check out the video and then the countdown 30 to 1, and we will be joined with Mr. R&B sensation himself, J Lyrik. And guys, in that video, you are about to welcome yourself to the Intimate Conversation with the one and only J Lyrik right now.
These bitches all in my DM, texting them back was good, but I ain't really tryna see them. When they hit me again. When I realized I lost my best friend, baby, that's when I started going insane. I ain't been living right, baby, since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone. Time I went to go with you, back that you gone. The new reality on the way down. I ain't been living right, baby, since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone. Time I went to go with you, back that you gone. The new reality on the way down. Sitting at home watching our favorite show. Who's the nice biggest loser, Vegas college show. Don't even know why I'm watching, cause it ain't funny when you right here. But I know you're going away, so I'm watching so we can stay. Yeah, I heard you trying to protect myself. I ain't making excuses, I'm just letting you know I understand why you live. It was toxic, that's for your help. You're trying so hard to love me, but I really couldn't love myself. I needed your patience, baby, with time, so whole time I really felt like I wasn't enough. Deleted all of your pictures, cause I can stomach the fact. After all that we've been through, my baby's not coming back. I swear that I wrote down crying while I wrote this track. I swear that I wrote down crying while I write this track. Got more words, this. Day one popped out, ain't nobody in this motherfucker riding me. These bitches all in my DM, texting them that was good, but I ain't really trying to see them. When I realized I lost my best friend, that's when I started going insane. I've been living right, since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone. Trying my best to go with the fact that she gone. Let's be reality, all the way down. I ain't been living right, since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone. Trying my best to go with the fact that she gone. Let's be reality, all the way that I'm from. These bitches all in my DM, texting them that was good, but I ain't really trying to see them.
All right, guys, I'm joined with the one and only. Welcome again, Mr. J Lyrik. How you doing, brother?
What's happening, bro? What's good, man? Thanks for having me again, man.
Absolutely, man. I tell you what, that crowd was really into them songs, buddy.
Yeah, man. That was a fun experience, bro. I know you was there for the first concert at Cuba Libre.
Mm-hmm.
Just to hear them singing those songs, man.
That tells you when you make it, man. That's when you know people really are really staying in tune on what you're doing. Because one thing I learned in wrestling, like it's more one thing to scream for USA, for the fans to chant it, but for them to actually say it back and me not say anything, that's when you are connecting with the audience. And that's one big thing for any type of thing, is you got to know your audience. And I will say this right now, you have progressed insanely since then. I mean, you have been on the move all over the place. You got a new song coming out. You've got so many different moves going on, man. You want to talk about some of this stuff?
Yeah, man, of course, bro. Yeah, I'm working on a new project.
Mm-hmm.
First, J Lyrik. Pretty much just kind of going back to the roots in the sense of how I first started, and me just competing with myself every day and better as an artist. Just getting, and it's going to be a lot more happy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Maybe something we can dance. Just feel good.
Mm-hmm.
A different place in my life. I want to express music. So definitely, I'm not really sure when we want to drop the project. We just kind of want to get participation for it, but we definitely are working on it.
Hey.
So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the new project. I'm excited for the new stuff to come out. I got some pretty nice features that's going to be on this album. Last album was pretty much me.
Yeah.
Album I'm going to, introduce new artists, things of that nature, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's already fun, right? So it's going to be.
Hey, the one thing is, as long as you're having fun, that's when you know you're enjoying what you're doing. So
right.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I gotta tell you, like, from when you first dropped, One Night in Harlem, that album just,
I'm on an interview, son.
it just jumped. I mean, that just flew out.
My
And
son,
I remember the download. Huh?
my son wants to.
How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy? What's your favorite song from your dad?
Love me forever.
That's awesome, man.
Sing a little bit for him. You ain't gonna sing a little bit?
Oh, you a singer too? Come on, give us a little bit now.
He do a little bit, man.
Hey, love it.
All right, man. Bye.
Hey, man, that's a beautiful thing, especially when you get to have your kids just see some of the work that you're doing. That's the coolest part. Like, I get that moment, like, with the podcast now, especially when we went to YouTube, and my kids just go on Google, and they can just type in my name now, which is crazy that my kids can type on the computer, which is weird. And I can see my son just sitting there typing in my podcast. Now, there's some episodes now I got to make sure I don't let him watch because obviously some of the stuff has happened. But it's like, my son will be like, Dad, I watched this episode, with this guy. Do you think he could come to my birthday party? I'm like, what was that? Like, anybody want to go to your birthday party?
Oh, man.
My 3-year-old, man, she'll watch it and go, that's Dad! And literally just gets so excited for Fridays because she knows the episodes are happening. She'll try to pop in here sometimes. It's like, I have to find a new lock in here because she'll literally try to get into every episode if she could. Like, and then she'll watch it and then she'll look at it and go, that's me! That's me! I mean, that's most thing you'll get out of a 3-year-old is literally, that's me! And she'll think she's the famous thing on the planet now.
Yeah, that's definitely, I know people sing my music all the time, but to have my children actually singing the songs, my daughter, she sends the songs to her friends, and they make TikTok for them and all kinds of stuff, bro. My nephew, like, they're literally my big fans, man. So my songs, word from word.
There's something I learned in wrestling, bro. Family is your biggest audience.
Right.
Family is the biggest fan base. And I tell you right now, man, it's cool to see a kid sing a song. It's cool to see a kid interact with my character and stuff. But when you see your own precious kids that you have brought into this world,
right,
that's just a little bit more deeper than anything else, in my opinion.
Definitely.
So you gotta tell me, man, you got into the world of podcasting, Bubba.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, man. Intimate conversation with J Lyrik, man. Every Tuesday, on Facebook Live, YouTube. Shout out my team over at Live and On Point, man. It's just
Yeah,
something
get J
fun.
Doug on there.
You see my guy J Doug, man. It's just fun, man. It's a lot of fun. At first, it was something that we were doing, but I know me and J Doug been working together for a while. I used to be on his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast called it was called Live and On Point a couple years ago, and I just always had a good business relationship with him and a good friendship with him. So I would always pop in every now and then, just kind of be a guest on there.
Yeah.
Y'all a platform to put my music out and things of that nature. So he hit me up about kind of getting back into. He wanted to get back into the podcast thing, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm a big supporter of him. I'm a big fan of his as well, and I just want whatever I can do to help him. I was like, cool. And so the title, Intimate Conversation with J Lyrik, was actually a spin-off of my content because that was the title of the content. And it just kind of stuck. And so that's the type of content we have, man. We talk about, I don't really get into the news. I don't really care for none of the news.
I don't think anybody does anymore, man. It's so stupid.
I mean, the shade room stuff, the media stuff, it's really just that we have, whether it's talking about, marriage, relationships, baby mothers, baby dads, it's just a group of people getting together and really having those conversations, man. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really don't have a goal for it. I'm not take over the podcast lane, nothing like that. It's just something to do. It's really fun. I get to talk to my friends. I get to talk shit with other artists and other entrepreneurs in the city that's doing everything. I gotta have you on the show, bro.
Yeah, we'll have to set that up for sure.
You gotta just come up there.
I moved a little bit further out now, so it's gonna be a little bit of a drive now.
Hey man, we'll just have to, we'll schedule that. And it's really and it'll be an opportunity to introduce you to my crowd, and that's what I really do on my podcast. Honestly, the people that I have on there, it's really just me introducing them to my platform and shedding some light on their things. Like I'm partnered with Sinister Design, so they're pretty much a sponsor on the show.
Shout out to them boys. So
it's just giving them an opportunity, and I have the platform to do it. So that's what it's there for, man. It's a lot of fun. It's really just a lot of fun for me every week.
Yeah. I told you, man, podcasts can be a hit or miss sometimes. It could be like, any episode could be amazing to you, but the audience will take a reaction. And those are the ones I love. Right. I want the audience to react to the episode. I don't want them to always agree to everything. Like, I want them to sit back and literally hear somebody and visualize why they feel that way. And the best thing about a podcast is we're still getting our point across, regardless if you go want to say something or not. We're still getting our point across. So even when that time you want to hesitate and you want to write on the keyboard, we probably already explained it, and you're like, oh, man, that's why he feels that way. That's why he's done what he's done. Like, those, I literally said it, like, the podcast bug, it's contagious, bro. It's contagious.
And they rarely agree with me, you know what I'm saying? But that's that's the beauty of it. Every week that they tune in, one thing that they're going to hear J Lyrik music. I'm pretty much the soundtrack for the entire network that we have on our podcast. So
that's a big deal, yeah.
And outro, they're listening to my music. So that's the biggest thing for me. I get to get those across so many different platforms, so many different people tuning in from all over the world, watching us, and they hear my music. So that's always the ultimate goal, is the music. So
so you gotta tell me. So which episode was the most hardest to cover?
I think I did an episode. I wouldn't say it was hard, but it was a lot of engagement with that episode, man. And I think it was episode, I don't know if it was like episode 9 or something like that, but it was called "Which One of Us Gonna Be the Man of the House?"
And that the one with Rich?
No, that was a good one too.
That was a good one. I definitely would agree with that one.
Man, that was a really good episode. What was that episode? I forgot the title of that one, but that was about I just want to get some single guys, some married guys, some engaged guys, and we was just talking about the ins and outs of relationships and how did they get to that point. That was a really good episode as well. But that Man and I thought it was the most controversial episode because the women did not like what we were talking about, and they asked that episode, man. But
the best thing about a story is you always want a reaction,
right?
But it's how you react is how that impacts the audience or whatever. Like how we sit here and we talk about, and I tell people when you do a podcast, you're being very vulnerable. Like it's a one scene reality show. It really is. Like people don't realize this. Like you're literally. This background, but still, I'm still promoting something that's around my surroundings all the time. So, like, when I'm being vulnerable to you, it can either make a change for somebody, may help somebody, but then you're going to have those 1 to 2 people that literally just going to be like, no, this ain't right. No, what right gives you to tell me how to do this or what to do this? And it's like, you know what? You have to literally have that open mind to be like, you know what? Prove me your point. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but explain your point. It's like a game of, like, literally, it's like school, like show and tell. Like, I'm showing you something, and I'm showing you express how much I feel about this thing I'm showing you. Now, I want to know your opinion, but I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, you're wrong, whatever. I want to just hear you verbally so I can have 2 different type of visuals on the subject matter. And for that one, I love the context of that because it literally is not talked about ever. It is never highlighted or anything. And like how you said, the women did not like it. And I saw bits of that one because I was recording in the process as well. So when I went in there and I could just see the 2 main ones just like yelling and hollering, I'm like, what did I just pop in here to? Yeah. Grab my popcorn.
It gets there often. I get there often. I usually talk about controversial things, though. You know what I'm saying? Where people don't, at least battle of the sexes type things where men and women they're not going to agree. But that's the beauty of it, man. We want the controversy, but we also want to use it as a platform to educate each other. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's things that we don't know or we don't feel when it comes to women, and it's things that they don't understand or feel when it comes to us. So even though we may be going back and forth and hollering at each other, the ultimate goal is to, just try to get some type of understanding.
It's all together. It's all a bond at the end. That's how everybody's got to realize. Like, we could all be yapping. Like, I will say an example, like the guys I do with commission. Right. Everybody thinks me and Shiz have an alter ego to where we somewhat hate each other in a way just because of the debates we have. And I tell people, like, that's my podcast brother. Like, I have never met him in person, but, like, as long as we have known each other so far, like, I told him, like, me and him would literally be on a FaceTime chat. We could talk for, like, almost an hour and a half. I don't talk on the phone like that with my wife or anything like that. Like, because it's just, like, those basic people that you talk to all the time to basis. Like, and we could just have a good chat about stuff. And I tell them, I'm like, hey, you pick this topic and I want to go with this one. And we're going to see how we can go with it. And, like, we don't plan out what we're saying because I know I'm like one of those guys that can literally get him to react. And the cussing and stuff, when I know I get him cussing, I know that's when I've got him already in his sound bubble breaking off. And then obviously he can get my sound bubble as well, or I react. So, and I like how you said you want to showcase a lot of people on that platform and stuff like that. That's why I'm doing that thing with Let's Talk About It with my good friend Michelle. She's been thinking about doing something like this for a long time. And I just put her on my channel. And she's like, well, I want you to help me with it. I want you to be on there with me. And I was a jerk in the first one because, like, the second episode, I had her actually open the episode. She was, like, completely just like, I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, man, it's different when that live button comes on. I said, exactly. Welcome to my world. Like, I've said, man, there's so many people that have so many different personalities, but when that live button hits, there's that ultimate pause. And I had to get her out of her shell. And, like, I would get her in some, like, oh, my God, this girl has been a trip on these episodes. Like, the recent we just had, literally almost was crying as much as I was laughing. And then literally the first episode where she's sitting there telling me she's giving men 90-day trials, I was like, whatever. You doing that to yourself, and then she wonders where the audience comes in and they want to give her the reaction, and she's just like, and I had to explain to her, like, you have to learn how to take those reactions. You sit here and act like you're this hard ass. You have to sit here and go, all right, maybe you're right, but I don't believe that. You could say that, but you still have to listen to their point. And she was at that point where she was getting so fed up with people. She was like, man, I'm about to cut off. I'm like, no, we're going to keep going. And we went the whole 2 hours. And I just kept her slowly in there. And she kept getting more used to it and actually enjoyed the comments at the end of it. But you just got to get used to having somebody else's story. If you're giving a story, you better be sure that everybody else is going to give you theirs. So I love that story about the man in the house thing because, like I said, that's never mentioned. And it's always shunned upon, which is stupid, in my opinion.
It's just because women just, when you say that phrase, man of the house, they look at it as such a derogatory, like, they get offended. They get into this, like, what do you mean? And I'm like, and what I try to explain on the show, man, I was telling my co-host, and I was like, he was like, well, who makes the man of the house? I was like, you make him the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? It's the level of respect that you have for him. It not necessarily means he makes more money than you. Not necessarily means y'all. That necessarily means you care. The level of respect that you have for this man in y'all's house is what makes him the man of the house. Not, but people have different experiences, so I can't speak on how these women feel. They may feel like the last man that told them that they was the man of the house did it, beating my chest type of way. Like, this is my house, and you gonna do what I say when I tell you. That's not how I took it. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I was trying to say. It's just the man.
Life ain't like a movie,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the man in the house is literally just a man in the house. He's the head. You know what I'm saying? He's the leader of y'all house, and you put him in that role. And a lot of women who want to combat you about that, I feel it sounds like to me like you don't love your man. You know what I'm saying?
That just sounds like a lot of people like them Tyler Perry films.
Right.
That's the best reference though. Like, literally, like, you know how like Tyler Perry always has these like references. The man's always like abusing the wife because he has all the control, vulnerability to it. I'm like, that's not necessarily always true either, because I love how you made that mention, because you are what makes the man of the house, because it's based off of respect, the balance, and every type of thing. Like, I mean, I've been married almost 6 years now, and last year we had a very, very tough time because it was just, the honeymoon stage was over. Right. Like, literally you get that visual, like, okay, now, like, literally, let's just, a great example, it's a new BMW. It's great. You take care of it. You clean it. You pay the bills. You do everything you want. Now you see this newer BMW. You see all these different options. Like, there's just so many different lifestyles and cycles that go into marriage. People don't realize that. And that word content really is what the damaging part is in relationships. Because you think, okay, this is what we have. Okay, I don't have to do anything to show that I love you. You don't have to do anything to show you love me. Like, we're just sitting on the couch together and just look at each other, look at a TV, and like, y'all are spaced away. Like, I have learned you have to be still that spontaneous person. Not necessarily spontaneous, but you do still have to show that you care about that person. And the same thing goes for the other way as well. Like, it can deteriorate a relationship in an instance.
Man, you goddamn thing.
Moving all over the place.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Bear with me. All right, there we go. I had to put the charge. There we go.
But yeah, man, it's just based off of balance and stuff. Like I said, man, you learn these life cycles, and I mean, especially you. Like, you've been married before, and you know what you want. Yeah. And it's going to probably be a downfall for you for so much, because that's literally what you're going to go for. You're not going to succumb and go for something else. Like, you know what you want. You know what you want in that life. And I'm definitely there with you. Like, I've said it numerous times. I never thought I was going to get married. But the way she treated me, the way that things happen, I've never been that way with anyone. Like, legit, when she got into my life, and the way she treated my son is what made me have more feelings towards her, because my son's special needs. My son has got to have I'm bringing a lot of baggage into this relationship with that one. Like, the baby mama drama and all that crap. That's a whole nother Tyler Perry sequel right there for somebody. Like, you don't realize how much somebody has to endure to get involved with that. And then obviously, like I said, last year, my daughter's like 2 years old, and stuff was starting to kind of like show factual and stuff, like from our house bills and all this stuff. Like, it was literally just a struggle for a second, because it was just like everything was against us for that moment. It's either do you tap out, or you go and look at it and go, okay, what can we do to fix this? What can we do to realize this? And that's one thing relationships fail on so much now. Marriage is just like a number nowadays. It's literally like a jump shot. Like, literally as many jump shots as you want to take nowadays, and that's starting to be a thing now, which is so weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like they think, oh, I can get married, you know. If it happens, get a divorce, you know. Right. And, like, it's like a statistic now. Like, yeah, great example, celebrities. They laugh upon this stuff.
Yeah, man. That marriage thing it's becoming non-existent in our generation, in our society now. But that's because nobody respects it. You know what I'm saying? They getting married and they still dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, so of course then you got the people who've never been married who don't want to get married because of what they see there. Hell, they got friends. I got friends, male and female. And so it's not just one gender. Oh, the men are the only ones that's outside that house. I know married women who throw themselves at me all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, coming from when you're a person who's never been in that situation, and you see that, and then you hear people like us talk about it, it's like, damn, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to get married when, hell, my wife is gonna be trying to sleep with this R&B artist or this fitness guy or her work husband or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So it's definitely becoming something that that's non-existent in our society, man. And people rather be. I see women all the time. They post, "I'm ready for a baby. I'm ready for a baby. I'm ready for a baby." Never ready for a husband. You know?
Honey, don't watch this episode, please.
They're never ready for a husband though, but they're ready for a baby. You know? So that's just the way of the land now, because they feel like, hey, they can do it without a man, you know what I'm saying? Or if I had the man, how much help is he going to be anyway? And vice versa, dudes feel the same. I know some dudes just want to have babies. And like, nah, I don't want no wife. I don't want no fiance. I don't want none of that, because what's the benefit of it, you know? And we're looking at things now, like I tell my lady all the time, you know, relationships are becoming so transactional. You know what I'm saying?
It's like changing clothes nowadays.
Yeah, and it's like you give this and you get this. If you don't give this, then you don't get this. And with that mindset, we're gonna forever be in turmoil that we in now, man. So it's all about preference, man. And some people, if you prefer to get married, then I will behoove you to just get you with somebody that is on that got the same mindset that you have when it comes to wanting to get married and having a family and things like that. Because so many times we date people that we really not aligned with. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you date them just to show off.
Right? Yeah, just to see. Hey, I'm gonna post. A lot of people want to get married just for the damn ceremony, just so they can say, "Hey, I got married," and then 6 months later they divorce. You know, so. Yeah, that marriage thing, that's a whole nother conversation, bro.
See, that's scary for me because, you know, I got married in Vegas.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's not common, you know. So obviously it was some substance that was there to really keep y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Opposed
Yeah.
to, and you said you got married. Not really, man. People that run off and get married in Vegas and elope, those marriages last a little longer. You know what I'm saying? Because
Isn't that the weird part? Isn't that the weird part? Like, literally, I mean, it's
just y'all did it because y'all wanted to do it out of love for each other. Hey, fuck it, let's go to Vegas and run off and get married.
wedding ceremonies were too damn expensive here. Like,
What?
I'm telling you right now, the smartest way to go, bro, I'll show you the wedding pictures. We paid $3,000. That's it. $3,000. That was for the wedding ceremony, the wedding, the reception, all that stuff. The photography, all that. $3,000, all that covered just because we reserved in one chapel.
That's smart, man.
And we got to go to a steakhouse for the wedding reception. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Brazilian steakhouse. So,
Really?
look at that. What's that, Sonic?
That's what I said. He said it's not Sonic. It's, who is it?
Black tail.
Black Tails.
Black Tails. Oh, man, that must be in the new movie coming out now.
I don't know what that is. But get out of here, man. Hey, go take a shower, bro, since you're in here. Hey, man, artist, I'm a entrepreneur. I'm a podcaster. But I'm a daddy.
Bro, I tagged that at like everybody's like, you know, I joke when I say I work 3 days a week, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday at a warehouse, and then podcaster in a week, stay home dad on the week, like husband 24/7. Like literally, I tell people like, they're like, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, balance, patience, and balance. Like that's the one thing. And like how you just said with you being a father, like my child now, like I don't have my son full time, so. Literally, I'm discovering what raising a toddler is with my daughter. With her being 3, like that's my really first experiences with a 3-year-old and stuff like that, which is sad to say because I do have an older child that's 10 years old. Right. And it's like those things it's so crazy. Like I remember when I first had my daughter, I was like, you know, it's going to be, I had Matthew, I should be fine. Nah, my daughter was noisy. Cry, poopy, all that crap. I was like, man, I didn't remember this with Matthew. Like,
right.
This is a major difference. Little girls are more high maintenance than I pray for the ones that love to grow their hair out because my goodness, my poor child, it looks like you try to chew on an apple to brush her hair. That joke will be driving me nuts, man.
Oh man, don't do the baby like that.
No, I feel bad because actually I've been watching YouTube videos recently just like how to like get faster and better with it because my daughter hates just sitting around. And now I just have to slowly brush her hair. She gets so mad because for some weird reason, bro, she has this comfort thing where she'll put side of her hair in her mouth and like that's her comfort. And I'm like, you're putting knots in there and you're making it harder for me to brush your dang hair. Like, help me help you, you know, like my goodness. And she would just keep doing it. Like, that's just some weird comfort thing for her. But
yeah, let her live.
That's what she wants. She wants the little knots on the side, I guess. Why not?
I'm dead.
At least it's not toys and everything else in her mouth. It's her own hair, which is
right.
Kids are different. But yeah, man, so you've done music, like you said, you're an entrepreneur, you're in the podcast world, like what else is next? Like, what does the future hold for my dog? Like, literally, I know you've been putting some noise on that Facebook account right now. I don't know. Mike Katani told me I might have a team reserved. We don't know yet.
Listen, you know,
we'll have to get a rush battle going out there.
Hey, listen, right now, hey, if you're in the flag football, man, I'm the best rusher in the league right now, buddy.
That's because I wasn't there this season.
Hey, I'm the best rusher in the league. I'm just the X factor, you know.
Hey, I took a season off. I needed the drive needed to ease up.
Come back. It won't make no difference, man. Listen, I'm an X factor, bro. I can do it all. I rush, you know what I'm saying? I cover, I play offense, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really the difference maker on my team, and that's why I speak so highly of what we're gonna do this weekend because I know that.
So the defense, that's how you know you're a very good rusher. Like people don't realize, bro. It's not us just running at the quarterback. We're the main focal of that defense. Like if we don't cause that commotion, there's no picks happening. There's no.
That offense changed their whole offensive scheme when I get on the field. You know, they got to go to quick routes. You know what I'm saying? Now they got to try to get that ball out of their hands faster than 2 seconds. Because if they hold it longer than that, it's going to be a sack. You know? But next for me, man, it's a lot. It's coming up, man. You know, like I said, working on a new album. I'm actually getting to short films. Me and my guy, Jay, we're about to get ready to shoot a short film. So that's soon. That's gonna be later on in the future, probably the beginning of next year when we start putting that out. I'm thinking about doing a New Year's Eve bash, man. Yeah, man. I'm thinking like people keep asking when the next show. So I'm thinking about doing a New Year's Eve bash. It's probably a lot smaller than the other concerts. But I just want to do a little more intimate, you know. But you know, probably private guest list type. But that could be something that we're working on in the future. Other than that, just, you know, collabing with a bunch of different people. Got some dope artists that's been, you know, wanting to work with me. A couple of my friends, some of them not my friends. Got some record labels that's actually looking, you know what I mean? So
definitely well earned on that. Yeah, it's crazy you haven't been signed yet.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, it's all, as they would say, it's all in God's timing. You know,
yeah.
I do is keep working and doing what I'm supposed to do. But they taking notice, so that's all that really matters. Got a meeting with a A&R from a label next week, man. So we'll see how that goes.
Fingers crossed on it, right?
I actually won't be doing the podcast next week because I'm meeting with him on Tuesday.
Yep.
So, but it just, you know, continue to just keep my feet on the ground, man. Keep moving, you know, keep pushing. And of course, talking mad shit on, you know, I'm always talk shit on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And
that's why it's there, bro. Like, it's not there to be normal.
My playground, I'm gonna play. You know, nobody knows the real me. All they know is J Lyrik.
I can't stand Twitter, so, you know, Facebook's got to be that thing, man.
Twitter either, man. I don't be on Twitter either. There's too much going on Twitter, but I will talk my shit on Facebook. But all that just to you know, keep up the commotion. Because guess what? Even if I offend somebody, the first thing they're gonna do is go look me up. The first thing. So even if they look me up and they post something about me, about my music, about my videos, whatever, and they don't like it, or they've been disrespectful, or they're trying to offend me, it really never offends me because
you still got that one post.
Now I got you. Not only I just got a screen from you, I just got a view from you. I just got you to share my whatever brand that you decided to make fun of, and you just shared it with your platform. So guess what? They're gonna go look. And everybody that's going to look because you are trying to offend me or you don't like it, that don't mean that they're not going to like it. They're going to say, oh, this is kind of, you know, I've gotten followers. I've got people message me, you know, listen to my music that rock with me off of that alone. So any publicity is good publicity, man. You know, as long as I'm not really putting myself in a hole to where I'm really cutting off like a stream of income or, you know, getting canceled or whatever. As long as I'm not doing that, I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna talk my shit, man. I'm gonna talk my shit.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it, bro. I'm proud of you. Definitely gotta link up soon. I think a Rush battle would be fun, man. I need one. I haven't had one in a minute either, man. The last one I did was with them, and that was fun. That was some fun, bro.
That definitely sounds fun. Let's set it up, bro. You know, I'm always down, man.
I've been getting this weight thing back up, man, because now I'm about to get back in this ring. So I've been easing up on the cardio a little bit on that standpoint because I've just been more focused to get myself back into that background. That's been a whole nother game for me. So it's gonna be fun with that farewell, which I'm gonna be so excited to do this one because this one I'm getting the Flag family involved as well because I'm never gonna forget about them.
Right.
Hopefully I can talk to Guy B and we're gonna work with a deal because I know he's been wanting to get a wrestling show together. So I've already got everything set up. I just got to get that venue. Bro, the crazy thing is we've already sold out ringside on 2 venues if that's an option if we're going to go there.
Right.
Like that's the part that just insane to me because my biggest worry was with me being out of the ring, I'm thinking everybody forgot about me because I'm not a WWE guy. I'm not these big name guys. So an independent guy, you know, usually when you're gone, you're gone. That's it. Right. Like I've been getting so much feedback, the shares, the love, everything. And then I was like, and then this Nino cat, Like everybody is really in tune to see this thing go down. So it's been fun. And like you said, man, they're paying us to perform, so I'm coming back as much as I can that ordeal. So
You got to, bro. Hey,
hate doing it, man. I miss being on the field, especially with that tournament coming up. I'll definitely be at that one for sure, though. For my boy Tillman, I got to be at that one for him.
definitely gonna be there. Definitely gonna be there, man.
But yeah, man, thank you for doing this, bro. This was a lot of fun. Like always, you more than welcome to come on anytime. We might have to do a segment one time later.
Hey, whenever, bro. Hey, I appreciate you. Always, bro. I appreciate you having me always, dog. It's always fun, man. Shout out to Buzzing With Marlowe podcast, man. Y'all already know what it is.
It's crazy how fast this has grown.
I don't watch a lot of podcasts, but this is actually one of the ones that I actually do tune in.
Appreciate that.
That's what, like J Doug's podcast. Y'all about the only two guys that I really watch on a regular basis because I'm really a fan. So when y'all ask me to come on the shows and to highlight me, I'm like, okay, I'll come on and be J Lyrik, but I'm still here as a fan, man. I can't wait to see you back in the ring, bro. I definitely gotta have you on my show, and we gotta talk about that.
Everybody's been wanting me to do like a vlog and stuff. I'm like, no, I want to wait until that show so everybody can see how this is gonna go. Like, there's some stuff that no one's ever seen me do, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Hey, man, I can't wait.
I'm excited for it, man. It's like I said, I've been doing a lot of work to get myself. This dieting has been.
Yeah.
I went from eating 4,000 calories a day to literally only 2,500, and it's been a major drag.
Imagine, bro.
Trying to look out like how you be out here, man. When you eating that burger or something, I'm like, this guy.
Hey, consistency, bro. Consistency, working hard, bro. I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you gotta continue to do. It's a journey. This is a never-ending journey when it comes to fitness. So it's something that you don't
never stay freaking content, bro. Like I learned that one.
Yeah,
right after I got out of college.
Yeah, you don't just hit that goal and be like, all right, I got it. Then
that's when you get them bloatedness, and then it's like, all right, I'm getting back, and it's a lot harder to get back, and you're more appreciative of it.
Tell me about it, because I've been there, and I do not like the
I
getting.
will never go back there. But Jay, any last shout outs, bro? Guys, the links are going to be below. Check this man out. Hit him up. Find out when his next concert is. Find out his podcast. Like, this guy has been all over the place doing so many wonderful things. He's got a new album coming out. Just there he is, guys. Like, stay tuned. Also, download his recent album. Like, all his achievements, man. Check this man out.
So get that. Y'all already know what it is, man. Always got to shout out my guy, Marlowe, Buzzing With Marlowe, man. Again, thanks for having me. Shout out my team over at Live and On Point Network, J Dub. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Tilly who sent us the designs. And of course, shout out my family. Shout out my brother So Cold. Y'all already know what it is in the flag football world. Yeah, we be on top of we finna be on top of the world in a minute, man. But
Lord.
That's and go get that album, man. J Lyrik. Y'all see the name. J Lyrik. All you gotta do is search J Lyrik on any major platform, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Pandora, whatever you listen to your music on. Go get that. The R&B is dead. I'm here and I'm kicking, baby.
All right, I love it, man. Guys, this has been another great episode of Buzzing With Marlowe, and we will see y'all later. All love, guys.
We out.